welcome to this video. My name is Nancy Lang. This video covers using the Cricut Design Space program, a necessary tool for working with the Cricut Maker and Cricut Explore machines. Design Space is used for creating your project designs and for sending the instructions to the Cricut machines. Design Space is free and can be downloaded to any desktop or PC or Mac by going to design.cricut.com. You will be able to use the library's Design Space account while in the building. Just have a staff member log you in. When you are using the library's Design Space account and when the library has subscribed to the standard yearly access plan, you will be able to have unlimited use of 200,000 plus images and 700 plus fonts, as well as thousands of ready-to-make projects. There will still be some licensed images that you would have to buy if you wanted to use, such as Disney or other franchise images. The beauty of Design Space is that you can also create your own free account and use it from home or any computer with internet access. This means you can create something logged in as you at home and save it. Then come here and log in again as you and use our machine to cut your design. To open Design Space on the computer version, click on the Cricut icon, which looks like the green letter C with an antenna. Click on the button and sign in with your credentials or ask staff to sign you in to the library's account. To create an account, click on the button, Create Cricut ID, and follow the prompts. When you sign in, Cricut Design Space will ask you which Cricut machines you actually plan to be using. You'll be either using the Cricut Maker 3 or the Cricut Explore Air 2 machines here, so you can pick the one you are using. Once signed in, click on the New Project button. It has the icon of a plus sign inside a circle. Let's take a quick tour of what we can see on the screen. The main canvas area has a grid background. This allows you to see the size of your project in proportion. On the left of the screen, there's a column featuring all the things you can add to your design. Templates is the first one, and it has a t-shirt icon. Here are the many forms of templates you can choose from. This is a useful tool when deciding the proportion and placement of your project that will be placed on top of an object like a t-shirt or a mug. The actual template will not print or show up in your design, but it does help you decide how big it's going to look on a final product. I'm going back to clear it to new. All right. The second option on the column is projects. It has what looks like a little notebook icon. These are pre-made, finished projects that are ready for you to make. Let's take a look. Wow. So many possibilities. Okay, let's look over here at what it says here. You are able to like it, bookmark it. You can also notice up here that the design with an A means you have access to it. There are lots of types of designs. If we come to the top, we'll be able to see all categories, or you can pick only your projects, the ones you've saved. You can click only your ready-made projects, featured projects. Let's click on that for fun. Oh boy. Okay. You can look at projects that people in the Cricut community have created, not just Cricut people. So that's kind of fun. I mean, not just the company. All right. We can also look at things that we have access to with the Cricut All Access subscription. They all have the little A's, and you'll notice there's no price there. Okay, now there are many different things. You can click on free, which everyone has access to free with or without the access. So you can use these from home or on your own login without having to have access, and they're all free. And there's actually quite a lot of them. Okay, let's see what else we've got. Next is shapes. As you can see, there's basic free shapes. If you roll over them, they tell you what this is. This is a score line. These are shapes that can be cut. This is included with the subscription, so some little more fancy shapes down here. And you can search for more shapes. Next, we have images. Again, you can search for 250,000 plus Cricut images. So if I clicked on bunny, let's see what kind of bunnies we get. Oh, only 1,000 bunnies. So there's lots of different types of bunnies. Bunnies that have cutouts, bunnies that are simple, bunnies you can draw. But what if I wanted Bugs Bunny? Let's type in a Disney bunny and see what happens. He's there, but in this case, it is a franchise. So if we wanted to use the Bugs Bunny, that's an image we would have to pay for. Okay, next is text. When you click on the text, a little box appears ready for you to type in. Once you type your word, it will probably come up in Cricut Sans, the sort of default font. But when you click up here at the top, you have many choices of fonts. And some of them you would need to download to the computer that you're using. Or you could actually go in here and pick the ones that are already downloaded. Or you could clear it and search a different way, just the fonts that are available already on the computer, or kinds of fonts you would use for writing. So there's lots of ways to filter your fonts. Okay. Next is a sort of new one. This is called phrases. In this case, I typed in the phrase "find joy" and searched it. And look at all the lovely things that find joy or have joy in them. Many different phrases. So in this case, if you're looking for a particular design that has a phrase in it, this is a new feature that lets you check out the phrases. Cricut software does regularly update, and when it does, there's often new features. This one is the latest. Okay, now let's go to upload. When you go to the upload window, you can upload a pattern or you can upload images. That's the most common thing you will do. These are some of the ones that have been uploaded recently. Let's go to upload image. As with anything else, you would click here and browse through and find an image that's on your computer and upload it, or drag it from your file over to here. These are the types of images that you can upload. All right, let's make a project. Let's make a card to best understand how to use some of Cricut's accessories and settings and how to use Design Space. To start, let's click on the Shapes icon. Okay, let's click on the square. You should now have a square in your Design Space that you can click and move to wherever you would like it to be. On the bottom right, there are arrows pointing in and out. By left clicking and holding, you can change the sides of the square. Currently, the proportions or the aspect ratio, the ratio height to width, is locked, allowing us to make the object larger and smaller without distorting it. It stays a square. We will need to unlock the proportions to turn the square into a rectangle we need for a card. We can unlock the proportions by clicking the little icon at the bottom left. Now we can resize the square and the proportions will not be locked. Let's make a rectangle with a height of 8.5 inches and the width of 11. You can do this by dragging the bottom right corner until you see the desired height and width. It may be easier and more precise to go up here and type in the size 11 wide and 8.5 high. Enter. Okay. If you wanted to change the color of your shape so that you could have a different pieces made out of different materials, then click the top option bar beside where it says Basic Cut. Click here. Okay. That square icon next to the line type drop down shows the color of the objects that you have selected. In this case it was black, and now we are making it yellow. Here's a tip. If you're having trouble seeing the cut lines or score lines when you make a project, you can temporarily change your material to a lighter color. It helps with visibility a bit, and then you can always change it back afterwards. The color will not necessarily reflect the color of the material you choose, but you can do it that way. The card needs to have a score line or a crease down the center so it can be precisely folded. You can add a score line by clicking on the shape, and you'll see at the very bottom right corner will actually appear. There's a score line option. See? Click it to add it to your project. You can drag and place your score line in the middle of your card. Make sure that it goes from the top of our card to the bottom. Go back up to height and width with the score line selected and change it to the same height of our card. Height, let's make it 8.5. There we go, inches. It can be difficult to align it directly in the center. So, when folded, the card edges line up. You could try to use a ruler marking up here, but luckily there's a tool that can do this for you automatically. Let's select both the line and the rectangle by dragging the selection box over both, or we could come over here and select line and square by holding down the shift key to select both of them. Okay, then up in the settings bar at the top, click Align right there, icon. It has the two rectangles being lined up. Clicking the center horizontal option will make it so that the midpoints of everything you've selected fall on the same horizon line. Center horizon, there. Repeating the process and clicking the center vertical line will also make sure it's right exactly vertically. So this is totally in the center. There are many options here in the Align panel that will allow for more complex alignment jobs, but that's all we will need today, since our score line and our rectangle are now set up for a crease down the center of our card. At the moment, Cricut still recognizes these two objects as separate, allowing independent movement of each. To see this, move the card. The score line didn't move with it. Let's press on the keyboard Control-Z. On a Mac, Command-Z. Press the Z key and Control to undo the last move. You can also undo the steps of your process by using the back arrows at the top. Okay, back and forward arrows. This is a great tool if you make a mistake and you just want to go back to how things were. Control Z, Command Z, or back and forth arrows. We want to make sure that this score line and the cards stay together in this position since we went to all the trouble of aligning it. To do this, let's attach these two. Make sure both objects are selected, again dragging over them or making sure they're both in the gray over here. They'll have the dark gray background on the layer sidebar if they are selected. Also, on the layer sidebar near the bottom, click Attach. Okay. This fixes the relative position of the two shapes so that the line will always stay right in the middle of the card. A brief note, you may have noticed the Weld button down at the bottom next to the Attach button. This does something similar to attaching, but it's a very different in how it handles cut lines. Let me show you a quick example. I will take a star shape, let's bring it over here, make it a little bigger, turn it a color. Okay. Then we will take another shape and bring it over here, make it a little bigger or a little smaller. And I'm actually, for fun, I will use that tool that aligns it. Clickety, align the center vertically and horizontally. Now I've made them two different colors because when I click the Weld button, instead of being two separate shapes that would cut on the Cricut two different ways and cut off the tips of the star, if I click Weld, this now becomes a whole one image. So you can weld things that need to be welded together. Okay. Let's find an image to add to the front of our card. Click on Images in the left column. We can type in a keyword to search for the image. I'm going to look for a flower. Search. You can ensure only selecting free images by clicking on the free filter. Now all the Cricut images I'm currently looking at do not have any cost associated with them. The ones with the green box have no cost because of our subscription. I'm going to pick a flower to cut into my card to make a flower-shaped hole in the front of the card. So I'm looking for a simple design, preferably one color. Picking a more complex or colorful design could look worse because the knife blade is going to be cutting the image out. Anything with 3 or 4 colors will lose a lot of the detail that helps you make sense of the image. To select an image, you click on it. We know it's selected because of the green border that surrounds it, and a small image of it is at the bottom right corner. Click on the Insert Image button, in this case Add to Canvas button, the green button at the bottom of the screen. Now our image has been placed on the canvas. If you wish to rotate your image, you can do so with the little round arrow. In the case of this flower, it really doesn't matter. Okay. To add text, we pick the text option. on the left column. Then we type our message. If we want to change how things look to find a different font, we can click Font at the top, right here. There's a drop-down box with an arrow pointing down. If we click this, we'll see many fonts. Today, let's make sure to choose a free font. Again, there may be paid options. We're clicking on the filter and selecting My Fonts or even Downloaded Fonts to find a font that we like that is free. I like this one. We want to use the writing font option as well. That's also a filter so that we can get handwritten style fonts, which work really well when we use the pen tool. Next, look through the list of fonts and choose which one fits your project best. In my specific font choice, you can see the letters are all connected. I can alter that with the letter spacing tool. I can make them tighter, and it kind of disconnects them. Or I can go back and disconnect them this way. Or of course, I don't want them disconnected. I can make a 0. And for this font, that makes it connected just the way I want. We will check and adjust this. I'm pretty happy with how it looks. Now, if I wanted to curve my letters to give them some flair, we have a curve tool up here. I can curve it up or down. This obviously would work much better with lots of words. I'm leaving mine in the middle. And again, 0. Let's get our image ready to cut on the Cricut. I'm going to select the card and attach it so that everything will be printed on the same mat. Oh, look, there's some lines I have in Create I might be able to fix. Let me fix that real quick. So I'm going to take the Create and weld it, which means now when I select everything and attach it, look at the difference inside the letters. They're now all smoothly attached without any extra little lines that would waste our cutting time. So this will cut the word Create, and it will cut out my flower. This particular font is nice because there aren't any little pieces inside the E and the A that might fall out. All right, we're going to say Make It. There it is. It shows up on one mat. It says Score, which is the line down the middle, and Basic Cut. In this case, the mat is a 12 by 12, and because we're cutting it out of paper, we do not need to mirror the image. We'll talk more about that when we're making things to go on shirts. We're ready to go. Next is Continue. And in this case, it's looking for a machine. Okay, we will finish this up. Let's go back and talk for a minute about other things you can do in Design Space. Yes, I'm going to cancel the cut at this moment. I'm going to go back and say cancel, get back to Design Space, and we're going to talk a minute about uploaded images. You have many options for making things in Cricut. Clicking Projects over here that we talked about before allows you to load projects that have been already fixed and designed to work very well. Okay, let's click on just an image, any old image. There we go. As we looked before, you will be able to look at the materials needed and everything in images done by Cricut. But let's say there's an image you would like to use that isn't in this thousands of image selection. You can also go online and find images that you can then upload. Just some things to note when doing this. You must be thinking ahead of what you are going to do with this image. Is it going to be drawn or cut? Or is it going to go on a t-shirt or be cut out of paper? You can look for designs that have already been created specifically to work well with Cricut projects. There are websites like Etsy.com, CraftGenesis.com, and DesignBundles.com, to name a few, that all sell Cricut-ready files. You can put Cricut in the search area to find them. These are often in the SVG format. If you've purchased a file from one of these sites and saved it to a flash drive to bring in, you may go to where it is located and pick it. In this case, I'll just click one and open it. This will upload it or have it ready to upload. Then I'm going to say upload. It is now one of the recent upload choices. By clicking on it and clicking add to canvas, I am now able to work with this design and use it, in this case, to make a candle luminary. Kind of a fun design, isn't it? You may not have been able to find the exact design in Design Space, but if you find one you want for a small cost and save the file, you then are able to bring it here and upload it and cut it. That's all for this video on Design Space. There is, of course, much more to it, but this will get you started in making your own designs. In the following videos, we are going to do some sample projects to give you an idea how the Cricut actually works. Thank you for watching.